Welcome, everybody. I know, no Max, but
Are we sure?
are we
Are
sure?
we sure there's no mask? I mean, he wears the mask. Maybe one of us has been Max all along. Maybe you or I are Max, and they
Maybe.
don't know. Because
Yeah,
who knows?
but Bruce did wake up, Max. We're still waiting on for him, but we just said, screw it, we're just gonna go live because why not? We got a lot of topics to get through. So, shall we kick it off with your adventures to the cinema?
Mine?
Yes.
Well, we can. I saw the Flash. I saw the Flash. Three or so years of my life have come down to this moment. It's been my white whale that I've been chasing. Uh, there were COVID delays, there were merger delays, there was a crime spree. Uh, I didn't know if I would ever see this movie, but I've seen it, and I liked it.
So it's got an approval, guys, from Crazy Joe.
Yes, I mean
Who's
there's some things that are a little confusing, but I can't say what they are without spoiling things, and I don't want to spoil things. But there's some things that kind of conflict with things we heard in the past, and I'm not quite sure where it's all going. And I don't think I'm going to know where it's all going until James Gunn offers a little bit more clarification on where he's taking things.
yes?
So there's but so yeah, there's things that I walked out going, huh, what, huh? But it's good.
You got a question right here, straight up off the bat. Crazy Joe, tell us one of your worst movie going experience. Have you ever gotten into fight there?
I've never gotten into a fight in the movie theater. I don't think I've gotten into a fight since high school. Um, People kind of keep their distance, I think, from me because
I mean,
I'm.
like most grown-ups tend to not get into fights.
Yeah. Most grown-ups don't, but also I'm rather huge. My friend, my friend Adam Lewu, he's got a channel here on YouTube, the Daily Woo. He was telling me like how he was afraid to come to Philly because Philly's kind of dangerous, and he's like, I don't know, man, walking around Philly, and I told him, I'm like, you don't understand, you're really big, and I'm really big, and we're harmless, but the average guy on the street doesn't know we're harmless, so they're probably not going to start any shit with us because they don't know where it's going to go. So there you go. Do I live right above a movie theater? No, I don't. No, I don't. There's one about 15 minutes from here. So,
Uh,
yes.
so we'll go over one tiny bit thing from James Gunn's universe for DCU, which is according to Deadline. Let me get the screen share. Um, and this is coming from uh, Deadline. And there we go. Nicholas Holt, David Cornsweet, Tom Brittney are expected to test as Superman in Superman Legacy later next week. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
Nicholas Holt's a good actor, but frankly, I don't see him as Superman.
Yeah, same.
And the other two, I'm not familiar with their acting, but they look the part. I guess they're. I don't know. I don't know that I've ever seen a movie with either of them.
I do know though David Cornsweet did the Pearl. I do know that. Nicholas Holt has done tremendous amount of films in the past. So like the Renfield movie, he's done the stuff for with the X-Men franchise as well. So just to name. Uh, Figure Drawing's got another question for you. One more question. Uh, a lot of people think that the effects in the Flash are not good. What did you think?
What I saw tonight had some very weak effects. There were in parts. I mean, there were other parts that looked great, but there were parts with very, very, very bad special effects. I am hoping, because the movie doesn't open for another week, that maybe some of those effects were still the rough cut, and we'll be seeing the polished version come next Thursday. I don't know, but yeah, like there's an opening set piece. I don't want to spoil anything. I'm not going to spoil anything because I'm not a dick. There's some dicks out there who like to spoil things, but there's an action set piece at the beginning where the Flash is running around saving a bunch of people, and there's a lot of CGI involved. It's kind of reminiscent of the X-Men scene, with Quicksilver, where the time in a bottle scene. It's kind of reminiscent to that, but the special effects of a lot of the things that he's grabbing and saving look really bad.
Right.
I don't know if that is what we're going to get when it opens wide next Thursday, but I hope it's not. I really hope that they're just working till the 0 hour to straighten out some of the effects. But it's a really good scene, so it's a shame. It's like a great scene, but the effects kind of hold it back a little. So.
And CJH is asking, is there hope for a continuation of a certain version of the character without spoiling?
I'm not sure what that means.
Are we gonna get a Flash too?
Flash 2, basically.
Well, we certainly could. I don't see why we couldn't. I don't think it'll be Ezra Miller because I wouldn't hire him again. I think that would be insane to hire him again. But I think he's easily replaceable. They replaced the Hulk. They could replace Ezra. So
yeah, you're not wrong there. But yeah, like is the Snyderverse? Jar Jar Binks is asking, is the Snyderverse dead now after this movie?
Hopefully.
It was dead going into the goddamn thing. What the?
Yeah, it's
Dude.
Look, here's the thing. Everything is dead.
Yeah.
Until somebody has a story and writes it back in. There was never going to be another Michael Keaton Batman movie until someone said, hey, I have an idea. Let's put Michael Keaton in this. And someone said, that's a cool idea. There was never going to be another Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie until someone said, hey, let's put him in this thing. And someone said, that's a cool idea. So if there's a story point where it makes sense in a story to, for some reason, reference the Snyderverse, all it takes is someone to write, and then the Snyderverse showed up, and it's back. But as of right now, I don't see that happening in the near future. So,
Jar Jar Binks saying, Brian, why are you always so angry?
What?
You seem you're in a bad mood. Oh yeah, Brucifer, we're live, by the way, just to let you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So,
moving on.
Moving on swiftly.
No comment. I don't. Yeah. I'm not gonna
for someone who's
mad. People are saying that one of us is mad. I'm not sure which one of us is the mad one.
me.
Is it Max? Mad Max?
No, me.
He's not here.
he's not here, unfortunately. I don't know why he's not here, but he'll be here soon. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Brucifer will try him again. Let him know that we're live. Tell him that we couldn't wait for him. But moving on swiftly, shall we talk about? Is there any other topics? And if you haven't liked the stream, make sure you leave a like. Our goal is 41 likes. What was that? Oh, that's right. Shall we talk about
Bruno? We don't talk about him.
No, not Bruno.
Sorry.
What Brucifer sent me about DCU, which is Bill Skarsgård reportedly being eyed for the role of Swamp Thing.
Interesting.
What are your thoughts on that?
It's fine by me. I can't get too enthused by Swamp Thing. I'm a DC guy. I've been a DC guy my whole life. But Swamp Thing's a character that I've never loved. I know people love Swamp Thing. I've just never been that. He's always been a take him or leave him character for me.
Yeah, I've never been like a huge Swamp Thing fan. I've seen the series. I have a few first appearance. His first appearance. I have first appearance of Constantine, which was in Swamp Thing, but I've never really been diehard Swamp Thing.
I mean, for me, it's like the first time Swamp Thing is going to be on the proper big screen with a big budget, right?
Man, why don't you just smack Wes Craven across the face? What, piss on Wes Craven's grave? Why don't you? I did
Uh,
like that Wes Craven movie. I gotta say, I do.
yeah,
Like
but the way I see it is because it's going to be directed by James Mangold, or is potentially being directed by James Mangold. It's going to be interesting to see how he takes the character, in that direction, in a
Yeah,
dark and gritty way, on a bigger budget than what we got on the was it the CW or HBO? What was it?
it was it DC Online or whatever it was called
DC
before?
Universe.
Yes,
Yeah. Um, Definitely, I'm enthusiastic for just to see this film because it's a dark. I love dark and gritty stuff, so I wouldn't mind seeing that for Swamp Thing. Um, okay, so the next one on the list is, according to Rogers says on Twitter, Joel Egerton and Josh Hartnett are being considered for the role of Harvey Dent in the Batman 2.
note to
Now,
self: don't see Batman 2.
why is that?
why is
Josh
that?
Hartnett. I mean, to be fair, I didn't really like the Batman 1, so I was very, very disappointed with that movie. But
Huh.
but
I enjoyed it. I actually like Battison. I think he's the best Batman for me.
I thought he was well cast, but I thought he was great casting as Batman. But I just don't like a grounded, realistic approach to Batman. That's not what I want.
And it seems like with this choice of Harvey Dent, they're going the same route again. I guess they're gonna save that for the Brave and the Bold.
Harvey
Hopefully,
Dent in, uh, it'd be interesting. I mean, Harvey in the Batman. I don't see it though. I really don't.
unless,
Yeah,
unless
when
he's
when
gonna be the DA during the Riddler's trial, that can
yeah.
happen.
And by the way, Jar Jar Binks, we're still waiting on Max. We're trying to wake him up. Uh, we're still waiting on him. So, and by the way, no spoilers in the chat for the Flash because you will be timed out. Just putting that out there for you guys.
Timed out. I'd ban them.
Ah,
I'd ban them.
that works.
Let me put it this way: if you spoil the Flash for people, you are a worthless, dickless, cousin humping piece of shit.
Take it easy, man.
No. I will not take it
Demonetize it.
easy.
Oh,
I will
okay,
not take it
demonetize
easy on
Max's stream while he's
anyone.
not here, dude. Cool.
I will not
Cool.
take it easy on anyone that is going to
Well,
try to
tone the
spoil a
language
movie for
down.
people.
Jesus, man.
I didn't say any obscenities.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't say any obscenities. No, I didn't.
All right. Okay,
I
never
never use the no words. I have children, so I don't use them.
So, and Strange Marvel Theories, welcome, my dude. And yeah, so like I know it's a movie, but the movie isn't out yet, so I would highly recommend you guys not spoiling it for people because um, people want to go see this film and they want to enjoy it without being spoiled for the Flash. So let's
Let me bring this up.
yeah, you bring up the articles. If you bring up the articles, it'd be a lot better for me. Okay. Wait.
There you go. Next week they expect to do some screen testing with Nicholas Hoult, David Cornsweet,
Yeah,
and Tom Brittany. This is just a rumor, guys.
it's a rumor, not confirmed. So we'll see what happens with Superman Legacy. I think I still think San Diego Comic Con will get a official look at official Superman for the DCU, right? Because that's in like what less than a month now for San Diego Comic Con, if it's still happening. So, oh, where's Brian?
Well, he had to step away.
Okay.
PP Tinkles. You had to go PP Tinkles.
I think any one of them would be a good pick.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I like Holt as an actor, but I just can't see him as Superman. But then, yeah, prove me wrong. You know, it's like, show it to me. If he's great, he's great, and then I'll be like, oh, okay, oh, there's a mistake in there. But he doesn't look like Superman to me, I guess.
Yeah, maybe Jimmy Olsen.
Anthony says, I think David Cornsweet for Superman and Nicholas Hoult for Lex Luthor. Great picks. I agree with you. And Strange Rumble Theories, thanks for commenting on my video. I saw your comment. I did reply to you, by the way. Anthony, well, it's a money and time investment.
To see a movie in theaters. Having said, movie spoiled needlessly equals lame.
Yeah, this is a movie that a lot of people, myself included, and I'm lucky. I saw the movie tonight. I avoided 90% of the spoilers. But this is a movie people have waited years to see. It got delayed due to the pandemic. It got delayed due to the merger. It got delayed due to Ezra Miller's crime spree. It just kept getting delayed.
Spree.
It kept getting delayed. And people have waited so long for this movie. And if these inhuman pieces of garbage try to take that bit of joy away from people, I just got no words for the level of disdain I have for them. Because people go to the movies, they just want to sit back and enjoy a movie, and you're just like, take today for example. I had a rough day at work. I had some vendors that were giving me a hard time. I was having some tough calls with clients, but after work I was going to go see that movie. And if you pull the rug under someone when they're looking forward to something, you're just garbage. I'm sorry, you're just garbage because you're just seeking to take away a little bit of joy from other people. That's what you're out to do, and I got no respect for it. And that goes for other YouTube creators too, including some that have been on this panel recently. So.
Hey, Sean. How you doing? Okay, so, yeah, my comment there. Okay. Okay, so what is next, Lucifer?
I'm gonna Spider-Man 2.
Okay, we'll talk about Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
because...
and all the great content they showed with as digital
deluxe and collectors and
collectors.
Yeah, prices very expensive.
Yeah, $230 for the collector's edition was insane, and you only get a digital copy of the game.
Yeah, and furthermore, Crazy Joe, you're not gonna believe this. If you want to get the collector's edition, you have to go directly through to PlayStation. You can't get it elsewhere. The developers came out and said that, and I'm just like, what?
Does that mean, so you got to get like a digital version then?
You'll have to get
you can't get a hard copy. That's like the big thing now, though, isn't it? Downloading games, like less people are buying the hard copy games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still like my physical media.
And Sean says, for the record, I haven't seen the Flash, but showed a picture from the post-credit scene. Sorry if it popped up in your feed.
Fortunately, it didn't pop up in mine, but I know it popped up in some people's.
Yeah, I'll probably end up seeing it at least 3 times next week. A post-credit scene doesn't make a movie for me.
Okay. Sorry about that. My internet decided to play up. Anyway. What else is there, Lucifer?
Oh, we have they announced that Fast X 2.
Yes, Part 2, Fast X.
will release in April of 2025 alongside Minecraft, the movie.
Yeah, I find that interesting that it's coming out the same day as Minecraft too. Like,
Yeah, I think they're a little late with a Minecraft movie. This should have came out
yeah,
years ago at the height of Minecraft.
I don't understand what Minecraft is. I know it's like a video game, right? But everybody looks like crap. Like they all look like sub Atari, graphics.
yeah. CJH, make sure you don't hide people unless we say so. Just timing them out is fine. Anyway, yeah. I just think when it comes down, I think the Fast X Part 2 will just outsell Minecraft. I think Minecraft is just. I don't know. Like, what do you guys think? Do you think that it's too late for them to do the Minecraft?
I don't know much about Minecraft. I couldn't say. Like I mean, this wouldn't have appealed to me 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, or tomorrow. So
For the kids, I mean, generally for the kids or for the general kids audience.
yeah, is it a kids thing? I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
Oh.
it would generalize against. I think it's going to be generalized around the kids, if anything.
I got 2 kids. I know my kids don't know anything about Minecraft, so I'm not the one to ask about this. I don't know anything about it.
Well,
I'm just
I wonder if
going.
the Rock was it middle movie to this is going to come out in
Next year.
2024. 2024.
That's what I'm thinking. I think the Hobbs movie that will tie up to this will come out next year. I think it's all like hush hush right now. So I don't know. It's just the way I see it is I think 2 years. I understand why it's taking them 2 years, but they should have just done part 1 and part 2 back to back for Fast X.
Yeah, they should have filmed at the same time.
I'm not a Fast and the Furious fan. I really don't, because I can't stand Vin Diesel. I hate Vin Diesel. But I saw Hobbs and Shaw in the theater. It's the only one of the Fast and the Furious movies I actually went to the theater to see because Vin Diesel wasn't in it. So I'm like, all right, I'll go see this. Vin Diesel's not there. And, Ryan Reynolds has a brief scene in that movie. And he and The Rock just have such great chemistry together. In the movie Red Notice, too. The two of them, they really play off each other well. And I remember thinking I'd rather see Hobbs and Ryan Reynolds than Hobbs and Shaw.
Uh-huh.
And I kind of wonder, I wonder if that's what they'll do with this spinoff movie, because we know it's not Hobbs and Shaw 2. What if it's like Hobbs and Ryan Reynolds?
Oh, and Anthony says he's tired of John Cena.
Well, I see a lot. Actually, a lot of people are tired of wrestlers going into acting.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't know them from wrestling. I only know them from acting. And John Cena, I mean, I really liked him in everything I've seen him in. I liked him in Bumblebee. I liked him in Peacemaker, and even the movie Blockers, which he was fun in. Anyone see Blockers?
No, I haven't seen that.
It's a fun movie. It's not a great movie, but it's amusing.
Calvin Hobbs and Shaw. I like that. But what was that? Free. Never mind. Here we go. John Van Dam is going to star Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat
with voice acting.
Yes.
Didn't they already say somebody else was playing Johnny Cage? I thought they.
No, this is for the game.
Oh.
Jean-Claude Van Damme is officially going to be. Well, when Ed Boon came out on stage, he said that Van Damme is going to do voiceover work, all the stuff that his skin, all of that would be done by him. So it's cool to hear that, and he literally said that they were naming, they were going to name a game after him. I think it wasn't it, Lucifer?
That what?
They were gonna name a game after Van Damme, wasn't
Oh
it,
yeah,
or
they
something?
had a game in the works and it never got off the ground.
Yeah. So that's pretty interesting. Um, but it's interesting to see that now movie stars are going into the video game realm.
Well,
Case in point,
money is money.
case in point, Nicolas Cage is going to be in Dead by Daylight.
Oh yeah, that was a surprise at during the presentation. I was like, wait, what?
ABC, always be caging.
And we have there's a rumor reported
Okay.
that Universal and Illumination are closing a deal to make a Zelda movie.
That just makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, Mario made all the money. Like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's just like take all their franchises, partner with Universal and Illumination, and just let the money flow in. What do you think, guys?
My internet cut out for a second there. What did you say?
No, I said Nintendo should do this for all their IPs.
Yeah, Nintendo needs to do this for all the IPs. But I wonder how they're gonna get this film, how they're gonna present it really. Because yes, the Super Mario Brothers film did well, but how is Zelda gonna do well though? We know it's a popular IP.
Yeah, especially when you've never heard their voices.
Well, I mean, there was a Zelda cartoon back
Oh
in the
yeah,
'80s. Like every Friday was Zelda on the old Mario cartoon. So I don't know. I mean, this doesn't appeal to me because like I liked the original Zelda game, like the first Legend of Zelda. I hated the Adventure of Link, uh, and then I never played any of the others. So other than the original, that first Legend of Zelda game and the old '80s cartoon, I really don't know much about Zelda. But it's kind of fantasy based, so I don't know. It's not for me, but it will make all the money. So
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. What else is next, Lucifer? I know we're flying through these topics. It's just that, you know, we don't know whether Max is gonna pop on or not. And I don't have Max's number. I would have called him by now.
Yep.
should I call him on air? Should we call him right now on air? See what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, go on.
All right, let's see.
Well, while he's doing that, anyone's interested, they are allowing people to watch the first 5 minutes of Secret Invasion. If you go to
Ooh.
the invasionhasbegun.com and enter the secret code, you can watch the first 5 minutes.
Interesting.
Not up so everyone can see the code clearly. They're really trying to build up the hype for this show.
Try and be civil in the chat, guys. Try and be civil in the chat.
He's not answering. He is not answering.
Yeah, he's out. He's out for the night.
He's tapped out. He's tapped out. So that means it's us. It's just us.
Are you guys excited for a Secret Invasion?
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely, man. 110%. We are excited for this. I wonder how it's going to lead up to the next one.
Well, it's going to lead right into the Marvels, I suspect. I believe that's what they said.
Well, I heard Disney's selling it because they're broke.
That was such a cringe-worthy video last night we watched.
You gotta wonder though, who is the person that's still listening to these things and going, I don't know, man, I think they're onto something here. These guys.
Anyone that wants Disney to fail.
They've been wrong all these other times, so they're bound to get one right eventually.
Yes, Kathleen Kennedy is fired. Star Wars is being sold. It just goes on and on.
The funny thing is, people want to act like it's a failure. Oh, Star Wars is failing. Kathleen Kennedy's a failure. Every one of the sequels, I don't care if you liked them, I don't care if you hated them, it doesn't matter. Every one of them made over $1 billion. Every one of them made over. Only 52 movies in history have made over $1 billion, and all those Star Wars sequels did. And then people go, "Yeah, but Rise of Skywalker only made 1 billion, not 2 billion." And it's like, "Oh, yeah, you're right. That was a failure." Okay.
Like Joe has said many times on the show, Kathleen Kennedy has created much better Star Wars than George Lucas has.
She has. She has. It's like Gene Roddenberry. I'm a Star Trek fan. The best Star Trek was created after Gene Roddenberry left. Like, what's everybody's favorite Star Trek movie? It's the Wrath of Khan, right?
Yep.
Wrath of
Trek
Khan.
two.
Yeah.
That's everybody loves the Wrath of Khan. Roddenberry hated it. There you go. There you go.
Sometimes you need new pair of eyes on some of these IPs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You do need we do need a new pair of eyes to see some of these IPs for sure. What excites me the most though, for for what Marvel has got coming out, is the Loki series.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That should be pretty good.
You know, everyone's talking about Jonathan Majors.
Oh
And
boy.
saying like, oh, they're really they really have a problem on their hands with Jonathan Majors. What are they going to do? And it occurred to me that it's the easiest fix in the world. It's
Yeah.
really like it's so simple. Like everyone's like going, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do. But they've already established that in this multiverse, the same people can have different faces in different universes. Like we've got 3 Peter Parkers who look completely different in No Way Home. So all they need to do is do a couple pickup shots for Loki where they insert a new actor amongst the Jonathan Majors. You have all the Jonathan Majors, all, multiplied, and just throw a couple of another dude in there as well. And that way you wait, you sit back, you see what happens. And if Jonathan Majors, if his thing goes to trial and, if he's found guilty, if you can't use him again, you've got this other guy who could step up because you've already established that there's another Kang face in the multiverse.
Yes. Bruce Phil. Okay, so I see
All
you got
right.
something up.
It's projected that Indiana Jones and the Dollar Destiny is tracking to earn 60 to 70 million in domestic weekend opening.
Oh, that's interesting. Domestically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That seems pretty low for an Indiana Jones movie.
yeah, it is.
But hopefully
is.
word of mouth.
I,
If it's a good movie, people will go see it.
I don't understand people. Like everything is opening low. Like except for you get your Spider-Man, you
Mhm.
get your Top Gun. There's something every now and then that opens pretty big. But more things are getting these low projections than ever before. And I'm like, why aren't people going to the movies? Like they're giving us really exciting projects and there's just this lackadaisical attitude. And I'm like, don't you remember like 3 years ago when we were stuck at home and we couldn't get out and all we had was like Joe Exotic on Netflix to keep us entertained. Like that was everybody was watching Tiger King because it's like that's all we had. And we were just like, oh man, I wish things would get back to normal. I wish things would get back to normal. And now we're back to normal and they're giving us gold. They're giving us gold, which is a new Indiana Jones movie. There's a Flash movie. There's all this good stuff. This really good, and people are just like, what's wrong with people?
Well, people have gotten accustomed to having everything brought to them, whether it be food, their movies. If they could sit in their homes in front of their TV without having to go out and watch these movies and TV shows, it saves them time, saves them money.
Yeah, but watching at home sucks. It just
Uh,
sucks.
as Figure Drawing says, a part of the reason is giant, you know, badass TV is cheap AF.
AF.
Yeah,
Yes.
but they're not as good. They're not as good.
Home
You're
theater for the
still at
win.
home. You're still in your house, sitting in your jammies with the dog barking at your feet and the kid crying upstairs. There's nothing special about it. There's nothing special about it.
Um,
Yeah,
wanna go to
I
the
love the
movies. I
theater
can't.
experience.
Well, we'll take first.
What happened? Patrick Will, I want to go to the movies, but I can't right now. I'm taking care of my mom. She just had back surgery. Sorry to hear that. Hope she feels better and recovers.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, as I
Yeah,
was saying.
I know it's expensive for a
Yeah,
family to go see movies nowadays. Also,
yeah, it is expensive.
You gotta get the Regal Unlimited, the AMC A list. I mean, it's honestly never been cheaper to go to the movies with
well,
this
that's
subscription.
if they have those theaters in their town or city.
That's
Like,
true, but a lot of chains have them now. I mean, like I go, $20 a month. I go multiple times a week to the movies. It's so cheap. And you know what's weird? My local theater told me there's people who come to the movies all the time. They're there all the time.
Bruce for
And
CJH is asking if you could check on Max to make sure he's okay.
I called again,
I
CJH.
checked.
He didn't answer.
I spoke to him earlier, and he said he was coming, and he was really tired. So,
But the thing is, like they were telling me at the local theater, there are people who are in the theater like once a week at least, and they tell them about the subscription. They're like, you should get Regal Unlimited. You're coming like every week, and the people don't want to hear it. It's like it's a sales pitch, and they're like, no. So they're going and they're paying every week, and they're not interested in the thing that's going to save them so much money. It's like, it's weird. It's weird.
I don't understand people. They take reviewers and critics scores as gospel. Back in the 80s and 90s, nobody cared about critic scores and reviews. We just went because we wanted to have a good time.
Oh yeah.
And we got Voltaire in the house. Hey, Voltaire.
Hello, gentlemen. Hi, and hello, everybody.
Hello,
Welcome.
Walter.
Welcome.
So you've stolen the stream from Max. I had to
No,
join.
Taladia hijacked the stream.
we didn't hide. I didn't hide. No, Max. I'm telling you now, I didn't hijack the stream. We asked Brian's permission to see whether or not we should just start it because Max obviously and Brian had to leave, and he said I can only do 20 minutes, and Crazy Joe says he could only do 20, 30 minutes anyway. So
yeah, we
so
probably
that's
got
right.
one or two more topics then.
I was listening along while I was driving home. Joe,
Yeah.
you're very effusive when you love a movie. You sound almost lukewarm about The Flash.
Oh no, I really enjoyed it. I'm very angry today. I'm angrier today than I have been in a long time. I feel like the joy of The Flash was taken from me. Let me put it that way. I feel like this thing that I've been looking forward to for so long, people have stolen the joy of it from me because I was determined to get into the theater tonight. I didn't have a pass. I didn't have a pass to go to the advanced screening. In fact, they told me it's full, and I fought tooth and nail to get into that screening because I was terrified that someone was going to spoil the movie for me within the next 7 days. And the whole situation made me angry because I'm like, this movie that I just want to sit back, I just want to enjoy it, I just want to get my popcorn. I've been waiting so long for this, and I couldn't enjoy it. I had knots in my stomach all day because I'm like, in 7 days, someone's going to screw this up for me. Someone's going to ruin this. And it just became a mad dash to get into that theater and watch this movie before I could see a spoiler. And I'm like, you've taken something that I wanted to enjoy and turned it into a high stress situation. And it's very disappointing. I've waited 3 years for this movie. And instead of just going and relaxing and enjoying the movie, it was my stomach was filled with knots. Am I going to get in? Am I going to get in? And
Play nice, Sean. Play nice.
So
Try
wait,
and be.
why are they still doing advanced screenings at this point? Like, what is going on?
I
just
ha-
trying to
have
get the word of mouth out because it's such a fracking good movie. They want to get the word of mouth out to people because for some reason this is a weird movie because from the day it was announced, it just sounded like everything, all the ingredients were there. You had a great director, you had a great screenwriter, you had the return of Michael Keaton. Everything was there for this. Nothing about this sounded bad, but there was always this narrative that the Flash is going to suck, and it's like, why? Where is that coming from? Where is that coming from when we've got a great filmmaker, we got a great screenwriter, we got an iconic Batman from the past is going to be in it? Where is the part where this is going to suck? And it's really strange because that narrative has been attached to this movie for so long, and it never made sense. And then we kept hearing from people behind the scenes going, dude, it's really good. It's really good. And then people were going, they're lying. They're lying. And it's like, why do we think that? Why do we think that a good filmmaker did not make a good movie? Like, where's this coming from? So I think they're just trying to fight this strange narrative that's been attached to this movie for the past 3 years that it's garbage. And I don't know why that narrative ever got stuck to this movie in the first place. But I think they want to get the word out that, no, this is a genuinely great movie. And it is. I can attest. I've seen it now.
Yeah, but there's just been so many advanced screenings.
Yeah, there's been about 7 advanced screenings for the Flash at
Right.
least. So I wonder. I just think it's a word of mouth thing. So, and furthermore, with only
Well, they
such
have that much faith in the movie that people will go and see it again.
yeah.
So.
Crowd went nuts, man. I'm telling you, the crowd really dug the movie.
Well, advanced screening crowds are a bit biased, to be fair.
Well, I don't know.
They're people like you who are dying to go see the movie, you know?
I think a lot of it was people who were there for a free movie. I don't think they cared what they were saying, but it's a crowd pleaser. It really
All right.
is.
I gifted 5 memberships.
Nice.
Okay.
To that dude Vince, Figure Drawing, Juwan, blah
Vince,
blah, and Ibrahim Khan.
Okay, let me bring this up. Okay, where is it? There it is. And there we go.
Well, I don't know.
So
they're people like you who are dying to
there
go
you
see
go.
the movie.
That
you
dude
know?
Vince,
I
figure
think a lot
drawing,
of it was people who were there for a free movie. I don't
Duran,
think they
Blah,
cared what they
and
were saying.
Ibrahim. Welcome to the members club.
It instant replay.
I don't like to hear it myself. Wow. It's interesting. So if you, because I know you love Shazam too, if that's a 10 out of 10, what would you rate this?
This is probably I don't know that I'd say Shazam 2 is a 10 out of 10. I'd say Shazam 1's a 10 out of 10.
Okay. Shazam.
I might say, I think I gave Shazam 2 4 stars out of 5. I think that's what and I'd give this the same. I'd give this 4 stars out of 5. Okay. Shazam 2 is funnier. I'll tell you that. Shazam 2 has more laugh out loud moments. There's some funny stuff in this movie, but Shazam 2 is a much more the jokes land. But this movie's got so many surprises up its sleeves that I'm not gonna spoil, but it's something special.
I saw somebody say there's 3 Batmen in it. What are 3 How is there 3?
That's a spoiler.
That's a spoiler. That's a spoiler.
Okay, I thought it was widely announced. Okay.
No, it's a spoiler. So Bruce, what's the next on the topics?
They released a new poster for Blue Beetle, which I'm still hyped for Blue Beetle.
Max Vigilante.
I've had all his comics, first appearances.
Oh, dude, you gotta show that. You gotta show that.
Well, once it comes back from being graded, I will.
Yes, awesome. And Max Vigilante. Max is still asleep. I messaged him. I and everyone else has been trying to contact him. Lucifer and Crazy Joe has.
Easy,
I,
know
I,
easy
I
beauty
will
sleep.
I will kill one narrative now, just so people don't think that spoilers are. If someone tells you there are 3 Batman in the movie, they are incorrect. That's all I will say. That is all I will say. So,
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
sorry,
make
go
of
on.
that what you will.
the topic of why the hype wasn't around this movie, I just, there's a lot of people who lost faith in DC movies.
Which I don't
Yes.
which I don't get, because DC has been, with the possible exception of Black Adam and Wonder Woman 84, both of which I actually rather enjoyed, but with the possible exception of them, DC has been like just one killer movie after another since 2018. The 2017 speed bump. After that, we got Aquaman, we got the Joker, we got Shazam, we got Birds of Prey, we got. I mean, it was just Wonder Woman and Black Adam were like the only black eyes, really. So I don't understand where this narrative came from that DC doesn't put out. Where's this coming from?
Well, I mean, it was Justice League was not good until the Snyder cut.
I
You know,
disagree with that, but I acknowledge I'm in the minority on that. So.
you certainly are.
But that's
Oh,
2017. I said from 2018 on. I basically since from the time Hamada took over,
Mhm.
So,
it got really good.
Wix, welcome to the channel. What did everyone think about the Cross the Spider-Verse film? It's been out for a week.
Well,
Uh,
I won't see it till probably on Saturday.
Okay, I've seen it. I loved it. Without going into spoilers, obviously, just figuratively one of the most amazing Spider-Man films of all time, and definitely one to watch. And the supporting cast does really well. I have no internet this past week, so I literally watched Shazam 4 times this week. I still want to know who the caterpillar is.
That's a standard week for Crazy Joe. He watches that movie 4 times a week.
The Caterpillar's Mr. Mind. It's one of Shazam's iconic villains.
Well, I watched it
I-
twice since it's been on Max.
Jar Jar, that's not correct. Actually,
It is true, Joe. It is
the-
true. You are in the minority.
I am
that's
not.
actually correct.
I'm not in the minority on those movies. If you look at the tomato meter, they are all very, very highly scored films. And if you look at their scores on Cinema Score, they're all very highly scored films. So I'm actually the majority opinion on those. Quite frankly, it's weird. It's like. There's a guy. Do I want to name him? I'll name him. Sure. What the hell? There's a guy on one of the other channels, Dawson. Some of you may know Dawson. He got very, very upset when he heard my ranking of the DC films. He was like, he got really upset with me, and I showed him the tomato meter, and I'm like, my opinion falls with the mainstream. This is what the mainstream's saying. Like they're pretty much exactly where I put them is what the tomato meter put them. So.
That's interesting.
Okay, so you go by the Rotten Tomatoes, basically.
I don't go by Rotten Tomatoes. I go by what I like, but the Rotten Tomatoes just happen to agree with me. So I'm like, so there you go. It's like my idea of what I liked was very falling in with the mainstream. So when he's like, your taste is terrible, it's like, well, it seems that my taste falls in with what other people are saying too. So make of that what you will.
I just want to say I don't know when it changed from enjoying a movie and a movie being good depending on how much it makes in the box office.
Yeah.
I've seen bad movies make a ton of money and good movies just suffer.
Yes.
And the Suicide Squad is probably one of the best DC movies they've had since 2017.
Yeah, and anyone who tells you that flopped is lying, by the way.
Yeah, of course it did.
Because they're using a standard that doesn't apply to that film. So it's a deceptive argument.
So on the topic of Blue Beetle, though, because it is part of the DCU. Now, this is the first project, by the way, guys. After The Flash, this is the first project that is part of James Gunn's universe, so to say. What are we thinking about the poster? What are we thinking about the fact that Becky G is a part of the project? What do we think?
Who's Becky G?
Becky G was the Yellow Power Ranger in the Power Rangers 2017 film.
Oh,
Yeah, she's playing the Beetle, correct? She's
She's
voicing the
playing,
Beetle.
she's voicing the Beetle. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's basically the Karen, Spider-Man Karen of the DCU.
I mean, the movie looks great.
Hmm.
I wish it was about Ted Kord, but it looks like a good movie.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
I wish it. I
Ted
wish
Core
it
hasn't
was.
been popular in a long time.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, honestly, if we're being honest, this character hasn't been popular either because it's like they've been pushing this character, but his book never sells. Like he keeps getting canceled. So it's not like people are buying his book, but
Now, how do you feel about the Marvel model where you introduce a character like this before you give him a full-blown movie?
then, there's something to be said for that.
Because
Well,
people don't know who the Blue Beetle is.
yes, they do. From Justice League, what was it? No, Brave and the Bold, animated. They know him from
Young
Titans,
Justice.
New Teen Titans, Young
So-
Justice.
Right.
So,
There's certain people who know who he is, but let me tell you something. I don't know who he is. I've never seen anything about the Blue Beetle before, and I'm not saying everybody is me, but I don't think he's that popular a character. I mean, I think he's less popular than Black Adam, quite honestly.
I was surprised.
no.
I was surprised. I was
he's more
surprised.
popular
That,
than Black Adam.
I was surprised that Blue Beetle is getting a theatrical run more than anything, right?
Mhm.
Even though it was supposed to be on HBO Max, I thought, you know, and Murdoch J says only know Blue Beetle from Injustice 2 and Young Justice.
Mhm.
Yes, quite correct. There are some video game aspect to the character. For me, it's just that I'm looking forward to see what this young actor does with the character with Jaime Reyes.
He's a good actor, that kid.
Oh yeah, he is
Yeah.
from Cobra
He is.
Kai.
That's the
He's very
Karate
good.
Kid. He's really
Cobra
good.
Kai never
Yeah,
dies.
all my
That's what I
friends
always
that
say.
love Cobra Kai are hyped for this to see him in.
Yeah, he's
as
very
Blue Beetle.
good.
For any,
Taladia makes a good point. Interesting that they chose the company that shelved Batgirl chose this as a theatrical release. This character.
that shows
sorry, Bruce,
a lot of
a lot of people
confidence.
know him.
That shows confidence in the film. That they looked at this and said, "No, this is good enough that we're going to go theaters with it."
So we'll make our predictions because it comes out in 2 months.
One thing I'll say to people who say they don't know who the Blue Beetle is, if you've ever seen Watchmen, if you've ever read Watchmen or seen Watchmen, the character of Night Owl is based on Blue Beetle. Not this version of Blue Beetle. It's based on the Ted Kord version.
Night Owl was a
that,
pudgy dude.
What's that?
Night Owl was a pudgy dude with glasses.
Pudgy? That was Patrick Wilson.
In the movie, wasn't he pudgy?
If he's pudgy, man, then I am positively obese. But I wouldn't call Patrick Wilson pudgy, but personally, but yeah,
Sorry, in the graphic novel, isn't he pudgy? Am I remembering that incorrectly, Brucifer?
I've never read Watchmen graphic novel.
Oh, really? Okay.
Nah,
Look it up.
Yeah, so that's
didn't appeal to
something.
me.
So that's something new we learned today. When I knew something about Bruce.
Yeah,
knew that-
if it is comment, if Blue Beetle isn't popular, then who holds the title DC Spider-Man? DC Spider-Man is Batman. Damn it.
Yeah, no, come on.
well, I mean, in a sense, I would say DC's Spider-Man is Superman because not in terms of a parallel between the characters, but in terms of
Their lead character type.
who is the face of that universe. Like Spider-Man
Batman is Marvel's Wolverine, DC. Yeah,
No, it's Batman. Batman's always been more popular than Superman.
maybe since 1989, but
in the 90s and the early 2000s, yeah.
yeah, but
Batman
back in the day, Superman was always the more popular.
yeah, but hang on, Bruce. Correct me if I'm wrong. Weren't DC Comics sales in the tank until that Frank Miller Dark Knight graphic novel came out?
No,
Oh, I thought they
because
were
DC had their number one selling book was
Titans.
Teen Titans. It was Teen Titans for DC and X-Men for Marvel.
Yeah. Teen Titans, the new Teen Titans by George Perez and Marv Wolfman was huge in the 80s.
Yeah, DC ruled the 80s and 90s when it
Yes.
and early 2000s.
It was that
For a long time.
Dark Knight graphic novel made me start reading DC.
For a long time, since the 80s to the 90s and maybe early 2000s,
And
DC's
then
Batman.
when Marvel started releasing movies, it flipped. Marvel became more popular with comics
Yeah.
and stuff, and now it's in the process of flipping again. DC has the better writers, they have the better artists, better crossovers.
I've honestly never understood why there's this Marvel versus DC mentality, because I've always said it's the same guys writing the stories. Like back in the 90s, Mark Waid wrote an epic 8-year run on The Flash. It was
Oh, that was
phenomenal.
amazing.
One of the best runs on The Flash ever. But at the same time, he's writing Captain America for Marvel. So it's like you've got the same writers usually at the same time with their feet in both waters. And so it's not like there's, and I always say good creators, like I always say good filmmakers make good movies. Doesn't matter if they're making a movie like James Gunn, if he's making the Suicide Squad for DC or Guardians of the Galaxy for Marvel, good filmmakers make good movies. And good writers write good stories, whether they're writing for DC or whether they're writing for Marvel.
Yeah. Even though I prefer DC,
Yeah.
I still love the X-Men. X-Men will still hold up
Yeah, of
a
course.
special place.
Especially
though I-
mine's. My
So,
God.
like, for me-
You can like both.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
kind of
you
like
don't have to
both.
bash one to enjoy the other, because no one in the chats on YouTube or in Discord communities, they're not owners of either company. You have no
Yeah.
stakes in this company if they fail or succeed. So why does it matter?
But yeah, for me, it's like I love DC. DC is my bread and butter, but I love Marvel in terms of the character of Spider-Man, because Spider-Man I can relate to so much.
Yeah. I'm with you completely. I mean, I've always kind of preferred the DC characters because that's what I grew up with. I grew up with daily reruns of Adam West on TV.
Yeah,
I grew up, one of the first movies I ever saw in the theater was Superman 2. I watched the Super Friends every Saturday morning. Back in the 80s, Plastic Man and Shazam had Saturday morning cartoons. Those were the characters I knew. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends was on, and the Incredible Hulk was on prime time. But other than that, the Marvel characters, I didn't really know them as well.
Yeah, my father was a huge Green Lantern and Superman fan growing up, and
Mhm.
his love of those characters passed on to me, and that's why
Yeah.
I know DC better than Marvel until I saw the X-Men.
Mass Vigilante play nice.
And by the way, I looked it up. He's Pudgy in that graphic novel Owl. So I can't believe you've not read that graphic novel, Bruce. For that it's really good.
So
Maybe I'll
bring
give it a
back,
read.
So bring it back to Blue Beetle though, because we're still on the topic of Blue Beetle. What is our projection, do you think, for opening weekend? Because it's coming out in 2 months.
I think it has no competition, and there's nothing really leading into it. I would say 50-60 million opening weekend domestic.
I'm not good at predicting that kind of stuff, quite frankly. There's a part of me that wants to say it'll go low because he's a lesser known character, but there's also, he's a young character. He might appeal to teenagers. I know my 14-year-old's very excited about it. It also kind of helps that I think she thinks he's dreamy looking. I think she looked at him and was like, "Ooh, he's cute. I'll go see that." So those teenage hormones. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go, but could go either way.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the Blue Beetle topic. Next on the list is
They are coming out with a Predator versus Wolverine comic book.
Are they really? Is that real?
Yes.
they are actually doing that.
For what?
I saw that. I was like, really? It comes out in September. It's going to be I think a 4-issue limited series.
Yeah, I guess so. Why not?
Well, they did Batman
Batman.
versus the Predator, in the 90s.
Yeah,
I know
that,
why,
that was
right?
that was a big seller too. They did
Yeah.
they did a sequel too, didn't they? Do Batman versus Predator 2?
Yes.
Something. Yeah.
Yes.
This will sell.
Yeah, this will be
Throw
interesting.
Wolverine in anything, it'll sell.
Did anyone see the short film from like the mid 2000s, Batman Dead End?
Yes, I did. Yes,
The great film where Batman. It's a short film where Batman fights a predator, and
fine film. Yeah,
yeah,
I saw that on YouTube. But yeah, I just think that this comic, I don't know why it's happening, but it will sell because just purely because of Predator and Wolverine.
Wouldn't
Uh,
this be a great like animated film?
Animated
Like direct to
film,
like
yeah.
whatever
That
Disney Plus.
this is what Marvel
If
should
it's
have done.
bloody and gory, yes.
This is what Marvel should be doing. They should be making these comics into animation,
Yeah,
not into comics.
interesting. That I don't understand some of the decision making. You know, I just feel like the Marvel animated stuff has been really poor, whereas the DC animated stuff has been really good. Well, not all of it, but a lot of it's been really good. It's just interesting the choices they make.
I think the only Marvel animated movie I actually enjoyed was the Doctor Strange animated movie.
Oh,
I've
I think
watched that a
the
couple
World
of
War
times.
Hulk wasn't bad, but I think that's just because I love the storyline so much. I was happy to see it.
Mm-hmm.
are we counting Into the Spider-Verse?
No,
No.
that's
That's
Sony.
That's a Sony project.
Yeah,
Did they
but
do?
it's still
Did they
Marvel.
do? Did they do the Bat in the Sun Wolverine Predator? I'm not sure.
What's Bat in the Sun?
Bat in the Sun is a YouTube page.
Ah,
You know, superpower beatdowns where you have different characters like Superman versus Thor or Wonder Woman versus Wolverine. So they have like fantasy matchups type of thing. I'm not sure Strange for Marvel theories. I don't think animation is hard though, Mass Vigilante. Um,
I'm not saying it's easy, but I don't know why it's difficult to take.
Whoa, watch the language.
yeah, language. You're gonna get demonetized.
Who?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Strange Vigilante's being a not so nice person tonight.
Mass Vigilante, you mean?
So anyway, moving on from him.
Yeah, I mean, it just look. You watch, you know, like you watch the like some anime that they take right from the manga, like Demon Slayer, for example, and they just take frame by frame basically and just bring it to life. And I don't get why that model isn't done more in animation. Now they did do that for Batman for Dark Knight. And they did a bit for the Killing Joke. I just don't feel like that's that hard.
Well, it's a lot more complicated with American comics.
Why is that?
Manga only has what the artists and the writers doing all the work. You know, it's just I don't know. It's just I don't know. Do you really want comic book stories recreated in movies every time?
Yeah, I kind of do.
Really?
I like the Dark Knight. They did a good job with it. You know, I enjoy seeing it come to life, even when it's almost like a shot by or frame by frame remake. It's interesting that that's not popular in America, but that's how it works in Japan. It's just interesting.
No, they work these guys till they're sick, unfortunately, over there.
Well,
Yeah, Predator versus Wolverine would be a great movie, but it's down to it would be down to 20th Century Fox. So we do have a couple of more topics to discuss.
I'm
pretty
actually
sure.
gonna take off. It's getting close to midnight, and I gotta
turn into a pumpkin.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna do one more topic, then I'm gonna hit the hay, guys. And everyone, remember to give a like to and subscribe to the stream. And thank you, Crazy Joe.
Yeah, thank you, and everybody. Check out The Flash next week. It's worth your time. It's a good movie, and don't anybody go spoiling it for anyone. That's just a dick thing to do. So,
Mm.
but you know what? There's no point saying that because the people who do it know they're being a dick, and that's
No,
the
they're
goal.
doing it to be dicks. They
Yeah.
They're
So
just doing
they
to be
derive
hateful,
pleasure
yeah.
from taking the joy away from others. That's all that is.
yeah, yeah. It's like I remember like years ago.
Oh
Like
yes, there's two topics. Lucifer, not one.
I remember years ago, like one of the Scream movies had opened. I think it was Scream 3. And this is back in the days when like Ain't It Cool News was still like the go-to site. You know, everybody went to Ain't It Cool News, and somebody just their subject line was like "blank is the killer," and it's like, it's like why do you do that shit? But well, you know why they do it. They do it because they're trying to be a dick. So, but anyway,
I digress.
everybody have a great night.
You too, Joe.
You too,
You
Joe.
too, Joe.
And everybody, I'm going to stay on as long as there's somebody in the chat. Don't you worry about it.
Yeah.
Or Max shows up, whatever comes first.
If Max shows up, because we're
Max
trying
will
to.
wake up. He's just sleeping. And then he'll want to stream because he's going to be up all night.
Yeah, he will.
But yeah, so
It is an
CJ
easy way to farm clicks by spoiling stuff.
also CJ's mentioned about Twisted Metal. We forgot to talk about that. Shall we talk about that next, Lucifer? The
Sure.
trailer that dropped.
I thought the trailer was funny.
Yeah, you did because you were there with me. Hey, what's up, Joga? I know Max isn't here at the moment. I had to take over, and Brian said to go ahead with the stream. So that's what we just decided to live stream. We don't want to keep you guys waiting.
Did you see the trailer, Voltaire?
Yeah, did
I
you see the
did.
trailer?
What'd
did
you think?
I'm actually looking forward to this. This is like a fun thing to watch. I mean, I wish it wasn't on Paramount, but whatever. I mean, I just don't want to get another subscription, but
I think at this point I have all of them. Which
yeah.
jeez.
Yeah.
But I like Anthony Mackie. I love that Twisted Metal game when it first came out, and yeah, sure, why not? It's an interesting concept. Of all the video games to make a movie about, this one seemed like Mad Max type thing. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, when Max saw the trailer, he thought Cringe.
Well, they also said that several people on this channel said that even the teaser was cringe, which I didn't get that, but I don't know.
I don't know. What do people want from a Twisted Metal TV show or movie or whatever?
Okay. All right.
But when does the movie come out again?
I believe it's a TV show.
Is it a TV show? Okay, I thought it was a movie.
Well, that's even better. If it's actually a series on Paramount Plus, that's good. And Vince says it's a good service. Maybe I will subscribe then, because I like when they come up with creative things to put out there. This looks like a fun thing to watch, to be honest with you.
Yes, it would be interesting to see. I'm pretty sure. I think this is what Paramount's second big project in terms of video games adaptation.
Is that right?
Yeah, because they did the Halo series.
Oh, right.
No, I still haven't watched that.
So this will be the second one for Paramount.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of interesting they've gone that direction.
And look, Anthony Mackie's a pretty big star to bring.
Yeah, he is.
He used an unknown, but they brought him, and it's a pretty big star.
And they brought in Lego Batman voice actor Will Arnett in as well.
Oh, Will Arnett's in it? Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, because it was Will Arnett, wasn't it, Lucifer?
Yes.
Yes.
I believe so.
Yeah.
All right, what's the next topic, buddy?
What else is there? Let me check in the group DM because I'm just taking a look at group DM, Twisted Metal. Dave Filoni.
Yes.
Let's talk about Dave Filoni's upcoming Star Wars film and returning of Han Solo and the recasting of Leia Organa.
What? Wait, I
This is a
missed that.
really loose rumor by that I posted in the chat from reported by Giant Robot, I believe.
Ah,
Yes.
ha 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 ha. No comment. Here, I'll bring it up for you.
Yeah, bring it up because I think once you bring it up, then I can be able to see. All right. Oops. There we go. All right. As the article states, thank you for making it zoom.
Let me just fix it.
So it says here, the 2018 prequel solo Star Wars story is the most heavily embraced entry in the franchise, but its star returning regardless. Our trusted and provided sources tell us Alden and her, I can't pronounce the surname, will reprise his role as Han Solo in Dave Filoni upcoming Star Wars
What's
movie.
with all the pop-ups on this thing?
And we've also learned Leia Organa, the role of original late Carrie Fisher, will also appear in the film and be a part of the recast.
That's
Regardless
ridiculous.
of the Solo underperformance, Alden returns makes sense from what we know already from Dave Filoni's live-action feature directorial debut in the franchise. We know that the film will take place in the New Republican era, i.e., era between the time of the original trilogy and the most recent sequel trilogy. Both Han Solo and Leia are still alive during this period. Harrison Ford has been clear that he has no intention of returning to that first role made him famous.
I think this is malarkey.
Ah,
Did I say malarkey?
Yes,
yeah.
I think this is.
You're being a silly goose.
Oh,
I think
Using
I
terms like
don't.
malarkey.
Is there anything else underneath that, Lucifer? Beneath that,
let me check. Oh, there we go.
yeah. While we know that Alden will be in the film and Leia will be recast, we don't know how big of a part they will be in the movie. Will be proved to be. Speaking to Entertainment Weekly in April, Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau made statements hinting that the feature event will be an event film akin to 2012's Avengers. Filoni calling it a flammering of characters, saying, "How do I get this in the picture?" And what Jon Favreau and I have been figuring out. The implications seems to be that Dave Filoni could be bringing in characters from mostly an all current and or completed Disney Plus series set in the New Public era. You got to scroll down. Lucifer's got to scroll down.
All right.
While we wait on him, oh, he's on the phone with Max. Okay. Max is coming. Max is coming, guys.
Oh my god. So I wish this was true. I mean, I will wait. We can finish reading later. I hope. I mean, I want them to make stuff for this era from Return of the Jedi through the awful sequel trilogy.
Yeah,
this is the era of Star Wars that I've wanted to see for years, and I blame George Lucas for not doing. I don't mind the recast Han Solo. You have to recast these characters, and people need to get over it. I want them to recast Luke Skywalker, and I just don't know if it's going to happen. I really hope this is true. This would be completely contrary to what everything that has been announced as of late. Now, that being said, if this Dave Filoni stuff starts blowing up for Star Wars, okay? If this Ahsoka series blows up, if the movie he does blows up, then maybe he starts getting to do whatever the heck he wants, Yeah.
And
this is the era he loves, and he wants to do as much with Ahsoka in it as he can because he created Ahsoka. He has all the rights to her. So nobody else is allowed to work with Ahsoka except for him. So
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
yeah, that's right. He has to. That's why all the episodes of like Mandalorian and stuff where she's in them, he directed them.
Ah,
Yeah.
Okay.
He created
Interesting.
Ahsoka from scratch. It's his character, and whatever. I'm not clear on exactly on what the rights deal is, but he gets to pick everything with her. So he's got control over her. So he loves her for obvious reasons. Besides the fact that she's a fantastic character.
And a fantastic actress to play the role as well.
I don't think that's a great example of virtually perfect casting.
Yeah.
She's the right age. She looks like her, and she is a good actress. I mean, you really can't get much better than that. When I heard that that's what they were doing, I was like,
plus, she was Wonder Woman in the Tomorrowverse. Just putting that out there for DC.
I didn't know that.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
because a DC thing. But Wix, I am excited for Brave New World. I am definitely excited for Brave
Is that
New
the
World.
Damian Wayne thing?
no,
No,
that's
That's
Captain America 4.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry, my mistake.
yeah.
Mm.
I am excited for that. To see what Anthony Mackie brings to the table for Captain America, and to see my boy Seth freaking Rollins on that film too, because he is in that film.
Good.
I want to bring up a little joke, gossip, celebrity news.
Oh God!
I thought this
No.
was hilarious.
Hopefully, you won't get us demonetized.
Nah.
This is a TMZ portion.
Page
Wait,
6 of the New York Post.
Wait! I gotta play the clip. I gotta pick it.
Breaking news!
Bill Murray is dating singer Khalees. The
I only know
actor's
who one of those
72 and
people
she's
are.
43. She sung the song Milkshake.
Oh,
Milkshake.
that my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. I thought that was
Yes.
that other girl. Okay. Wow. All right.
Yeah, good for him.
Viagra, everybody.
Viagra.
Zeke, don't worry, Max is on his way, so do not worry, Max is on his way. Brucever's just said.
He's
But yeah.
just putting his face on.
He's putting
Literally.
he's putting the mask. He's becoming the Iron Man.
Right. He's probably going to be an hour and 18 minutes. What the heck's been going on?
He's been sleeping. And we don't blame Max for that. That's on me because I made him do a stream before, so that's my fault.
Interesting that he's still got it in him to get a woman that age, huh?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah. So
And
there
she's into
is one thing I want to talk about
what's
because
that?
that is Street Fighter 6 and the crossover between that dinosaur game.
EXO or whatever it was.
Yeah. You know they're making a cyborg Ryu and a cyborg Gildo Voltaire?
A cyborg what? Sorry?
Cyborg Ryu and a cyborg
Ryu.
Guile.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Let me
Oh,
see.
Cyborg
Crossover.
Guile and a cyborg Ryu.
Yeah.
Huh.
Literally for a Street Fighter 6 crossover with another game.
All right. I mean, those are great characters.
I find it weird. I thought it was an actual within Street Fighter itself that they made them skins. Anthony, did he watch Across the Spider-Verse? Max, Max did he or he didn't?
No, I don't believe he has.
No, he hasn't.
He hasn't. Okay. Oh yeah,
We're well aware of Max's busy calendar. He shares it with us all, and we monitor him.
Transformers in Fortnite. Yes, Transformers is also in Fortnite. If you guys
How's
don't
that
know.
going to work?
Oh, there was a trailer. There was a trailer.
Really?
And I was, yeah. And I was just like, huh?
Well,
So
Well.
confused because how are you gonna get a 10-foot, 11-foot maybe no, what is it? A 19-foot transformer into the size of a Fortnite character.
Well, they shrunk him down.
I think they'd have to.
There it
Has
goes.
he got copyrighted music?
No, I have the sound off.
Okay, cool. So this is Cyborg Ryu.
Yes. It says Exo Primal Cross Street Fighter 6.
No, he doesn't look like Ryu at all.
Oh, and look, everyone. We do have the host. So I'm gonna pass it over to him.
The boss is back.
The boss is back.
What?
Yeah, you're
What?
the boss. You're the boss. Boss.
Whoa.
I didn't.
Don't worry, we didn't burn the house down.
We didn't burn the
that's
house
good.
down.
Well,
we-
it's not Canada, right? Oh,
Oh, don't
oh,
let you say
CJ, we love you. We love you, CJ.
We actually have clear skies tonight and today.
Oh,
I
that's
saw the
good.
sun for the first time in like
So-
3 days.
So we're
Oh,
gonna-
Strange Marvel Theories is here. Hey, Strange Marvel Theories, we've missed you, man.
Hey,
Um,
James,
Yeah, we got to get him on sometime soon.
yeah, we did have Crazy Joe on,
Oh, good.
Max is
good.
the boss and HR.
No,
and he
no,
went to
I
see
don't
the
want
Flash.
that.
He went to see the Flash, and my God, I think he might have demonetized the channel, the stream.
Who?
What he said.
Oh, Crazy Joe.
Yeah.
Why? What did he say?
You gotta rewatch it. I don't want to
Yeah,
repeat anything
yeah.
he said.
Yeah.
He wasn't
probably-
happy.
Well,
He
he was happy with the movie, but not happy with
What?
people spoiling stuff.
Oh God.
Yeah,
I know because he left the comment in one of the vids. Well, that's Crazy Joe. He's very passionate.
Very passionate.
Very passionate, and
So,
yeah. So we thought we'd start the stream without you, Max. Sorry.
That's
you know,
that's no problem.
And Brian said,
Did you make us a lot of money? No. I'm just kidding. I'm
You see how that
kidding.
works?
I'm kidding. It's fun. Listen. This is like a group of friends and family, you know. Or I do streams like every day, so I crash.
I know I made you do 2 streams now. No, 3
I know
streams.
it's Taladia's fault. It's
Blame it
Taladia's
on
fault.
me, guys.
Strange Marvel series. Hello, Matt.
No, CJ,
I
it
started
was
a
just
new
the
job.
stream.
Wicked busy week, but I'm back.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I understand that.
I
Best
understand.
best of luck to you, man.
Yeah, I saw your message, Strange Marvel Theory, in my videos that I posted today. So thank you for the comment. I did reply back to them, so please check them when you do get a chance. No, this channel isn't demonetized. It's just the stream might be demonetized.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
But
Max
we-
would have
we
got
were
a
talk-
notification already.
Max, we talked about Superman
I-
Legacy. We talked about Blue Beetle. We talked about Flash. We did talk about a lot of things. So do you want to?
Okay.
We even brought up a giant robot article.
Yeah,
Oh,
giant-
cool. About Solo?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think that's strong pot. That would be great, man. I'm up for it now. I'm up for everything. You know, I wasn't on board with Solo when it came out, but now I'm like, you know, what the hell? What do you think, Voltaire? You there, bro?
Voltaire?
Voltaire?
Oh, okay.
I guess he's
sorry.
he's AFK.
He
from
stepped
the
away.
computer. Stepped
Yeah.
away to get a drink.
Um,
But yeah, I was just reading the article. I was just like, and then
Callie,
Christopher says,
yeah, go ahead.
Christopher says that, oh, you're coming. So I was just like, okay, we can save this for Max then.
Yeah, I
Because-
even did MME TMZ. Bill
MME
Murray.
TMZ. Oh boy.
And we did breaking news.
Yeah, it was Bill Murray, 72, is dating the singer that sung Milkshake. She's 43. You know the song.
No way.
Yes,
Yeah. Wait, where is the article?
Hey Nick.
Hey, Echo Base Network. I heard George Lucas is going to buy Star Wars or Lucasfilm.
There you go, Max.
Brings all the milkshake. Brings all the girls, boys to the yard. What the? That is so weird.
It is very weird.
It is.
Her milkshake brings ARP to the yard.
Hey, Good for him, I guess. I like Bill Murray, but he seems like an ass. Like, I don't. What do people say interested? Oh, Degrassi, no. Voltaire is back.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Hey, Voltaire.
Jar Jar. Oh, go ahead, Voltaire.
Sorry, I just had some technical difficulties. I'm still having them, but okay.
Jar Jar, don't worry. Blame that on me, Jar Jar. Max already said, blame it on me because I made him do 2 streams.
Yeah. Max is finally here. Misa was wondering where you were. Almost 3 hours late to your own stream, Misa think.
You're still not fully awake because that's not up to par with your normal quality of Jar Jar impersonation.
Buddha! Poodoo!
Degrassi, no. Why do you have to put that comment in there?
Her milkshake brings Viagra to the yard.
Yeah, that's right. It does.
Yeah. What do you think, Voltaire? Solo gonna be in the Dave Filoni movie, Star Wars movie?
As I was saying before you joined, I really hope this is true because that means they're going to be doing stuff with the era between Jedi and the prequels, which is my favorite. And I the only way I see this happening is if Ahsoka is a big hit, and then the movie he does, Filoni, is a big hit, and then Filoni gets to focus on that period because that's what he wants to. So they let him do it because they see how much of a fan favorite it is, and they just hit it up because that none of the announcements made by Kathleen Kennedy indicate that they were focusing on that era. You know?
Yeah.
So I hope it's true. Everybody should hope it's true.
Yeah. And what the hell is with that Twisted Metal trailer? The thong song, Sweet Tooth with I'm really mad. I'm really pissed off because actually the trailer was based on the images I've seen. The trailer was better than I was expecting with Sweet Tooth. Like his voice was pretty good. But then when he's like the thong song, I'm like, oh my God. Who thought this would be a good idea? It's so stupid. It's so cringe. Not that there's anything wrong with that song, but Sweet Tooth singing the thong song?
Yeah.
Anthony Mackie singing thong song?
That's so
I guess
weird.
it makes Sweet Tooth less menacing. That's for damn sure.
I was like, no, this is the promo you decided to cut. Like, it would be cringe just for part of the episode, but this is what you want to show in the trailer. What the hell?
Okay. You're making me rethink my my initial thoughts on it was like, it's fine.
No,
but yeah.
That's just like weird.
Mm-hmm. It's an interesting choice. So I guess it's going to be like a funny series. It's going to try to be a comedy type of thing.
Well, I mean, I hope it's still good. Like, if they have good action too, like it'll be worth it. You know.
So I guess they didn't want to go like full, apocalyptic Road Warrior style. So they have to put some humor into it. They're not going to make it a serious thing. I guess that was the point of that trailer. Now that you mention it, because there is 2 ways they could go with this thing, right? They could go like, it's a serious world. It's like Road Warrior. It's constant death around the corner. It's terrifying. Or they could try to make it a little bit lighthearted with stuff like that. And I guess that's the route they chose.
Yeah. Look at my friend ACS. He's like, bro, what is this? Nah, homie, this can't be it. I mean, that's the fighting was not that bad. It was better than this wrestler.
Come on, it's one funny scene.
It's cringe as heck. Man.
It's funny.
Okay.
I see Max's point, though. It does take away the menace from Sweet Tooth, doesn't it?
But was he really that menacing in the game? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. The way they played that the scary clown music when the truck came by. Come on.
Yeah.
He puts a song on, and it's the thong song. What the hell?
Dong.
No. I'm still thinking about it. Like, what the heck?
I like the song, but yeah, and you know what? It's funny when he threw away the remote control. That bothers me for some reason too. Stuff like that bothers me.
Well, we could always have Anthony Mackie twerk to that song.
Oh,
Thanks, no thanks. I don't want to know what you dream about, man. I really don't.
If you want to see Anthony Mackie in that kind of role, Brucifer, Anthony Mackie did an episode of Black Mirror
Mhm.
where him and a guy buddy of his start playing a virtual reality like fighting game that's supposed to be like a Street Fighter type thing, but it's virtual reality. And Mackie is a girl character, and then they realize that they have some feelings for one another.
What?
Yeah, it's a very Black Mirror is a show you guys are sleeping on, quite honestly.
No, I have to see it. I do.
Yeah, go. There's at least a handful of episodes you should watch. The Anthony Mackie one is one of them.
Degrassi, by the way, don't mind me saying, it wasn't a bust. It was a pretty good show. I'll say that now.
What show?
The Summer Game Fest.
Oh.
I was a little disappointed with Mortal Kombat 1 so far.
He was disappointed about Mortal Kombat 1. I wasn't. I told Max.
Eat
I
it,
said-
Max. Claudia wasn't disappointed.
I wasn't disappointed. I was just like, yeah, because I already knew what I was going in for. It was gonna be like a assist character type of thing, and it looked really cool. The character designs, and we get Kenshi back, which is really cool.
Yeah, but why not just, just do tag team and then still have assist characters? Because that's what people really want.
Me?
I'm sorry, cis characters? What is this?
I'll show you. I'll bring up.
Yeah. Just make sure that
Standard characters?
You're
Is
the
that-
only one that I've seen that wanted a
tag team style.
tag team.
Why not? A tag team would be amazing.
Why?
Tag team game fighting is awesome.
I don't think it'll work that well with Mortal Kombat.
No.
Let me bring up the trailer. We're not going to play that. We'll go through scenes here.
We don't want to get you. Give to
Kelly, what the hell?
for fighting games. Okay.
All right, let me. Bring
Oh,
up
that
the-
Warhammer game looks amazing though.
Oh yeah, I still want to. I want to. I don't buy many games, but PS3, I might make an exception. Go to my used game store, pick up a PS3 copy.
I might pick up Warhammer, just for the sake of that game.
All right, here we go.
So this is Mortal Kombat 1 official gameplay debut.
Okay, so here I mean the graphics too are good, but it look exactly like 4 years ago to me.
It came
For
out in
Mortal
2019.
Kombat 11. Except there's, I like that Kung Lao, he throws his hat and it does nothing, and then he picks up this blade thing off the off the wall. That's cool.
And he's wearing street clothes.
Yeah. Well, I think this is very much like a new origin.
I do think the backgrounds look more realistic.
Backgrounds look a little bit better.
Your single player campaigner, Degrassi, wait till Marvel Spider-Man 2 comes out. October 20th.
And I think Warhammer is 3-player co-op.
Co-op. Yeah, 3-player co-op. Yeah.
That looks
So
that looks decent there.
we can do it. We can do an MME night for that.
And then you didn't see this, Voltaire?
No, I didn't.
If I played this in video, we get.
That looks great.
All right, so now they're.
I saw you
All
guys
right, see,
complaining about Jean-Claude Van Damme
This,
in the stream.
I'm not. That's something I'm looking forward to. So apparently, to get any good games, I need a PS4, PS5,
Yes.
Yes.
at least PS4.
Wow, are they dominating the market with exclusives that much? Wow.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sony
yeah,
always has had better exclusives.
Interesting. Microsoft can't keep up with all the money.
Yeah.
Nope. And they
Well,
have
you know-
some really good studios, and they don't
You know
use
what?
them.
You know what I think happens? I think the studios have a plan to maximize their profits. They make a new studio, independent studio. They do a good game, and then they get a buyer like Microsoft, and then most of the really talented staff go form another studio and repeat the same thing. And I think that's why Microsoft is they buy the studio, the IP, and then the lot of the talent that makes the game so great move on and do another studio and just keep repeating it.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they make a lot of money that way, though, right?
Well, no, that's how you make money. You make a company and hope it gets bought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
That's
I think
the Cuban model.
I really think that's what's happening. Hey,
Welcome
Brian.
back, Welcome back, Brian.
Hey.
How's it going?
Don't worry, it's all safe and sound now.
It's all safe and sound.
Yeah, maybe next time you'll listen to me. All right. Anywho, I'm all right. I'm good. Good.
Well, here's the assist character comes in, does a few moves, then moves off the screen. And
He doesn't.
I think that's
it.
Well, here's where it would be a good thing. If you're talking about guest characters in actors, this is a good way to get actors in that don't want their have a fatality on them on screen. Like some actors might be like, yeah, I want to be in Mortal Kombat. I just don't want to be brutally murdered.
What?
You know,
that wouldn't be cool. I think that I'm the opposite. Like
some actors will be
as
up
an actor.
for that.
I think that would be cool as
I
hell.
want to see
like,
proof of this.
Yeah, like
yeah, but for
are
example,
you just assuming? Are you assuming for other people here? Or
He
something?
is.
Yes, based on Mortal Kombat versus DC, they didn't want the DC characters too, and that's not actors. That's
that's quite different. We're talking about like.
Are you kidding
those
me?
are full. I don't know.
You
man.
know how many?
I feel about it differently. I guess
you don't see how many. You don't imagine how much actors will have limitations on their likenesses and how it's used. Do you want to see?
I think most actors would kill to be in a video game.
Yeah, not one where they're actually like someone rips off their head from their neck. You know what I mean?
No.
So I think you might get when they announce the DLC and the season pass characters, you might get some cameo celebrities too that come in, do a few moves, but aren't fully playable.
They'll get their spleen ripped out.
Yeah. So Jean-Claude would be fine with that. I'm pretty sure he's been in so many acting
what
movies.
actors would you want to see in Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves.
I don't know. They've had a history of bringing in.
I mean, how does like the Matrix fit into that though? Like,
it's talking about John Wick.
John Wick would be perfect for it. Yeah. The actors are like the dinosaurs.
Yeah, I'm against all these stupid characters for DLC.
Oh, that's why I'm hyped for it.
After a point, it becomes stupid.
I love that. That
Really?
makes it fun. Yes, absolutely.
This game is about hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
Terminator, that was stupid.
That was awesome.
What?
Rambo and Mortal Kombat was great.
No,
yeah. Max.
Yeah, I love that. You're calling me crazy for liking that? I love that's the characters I play the most is the DLC characters. Ash Williams would be perfect.
We'll have to wait and see what guest characters they're gonna bring to the table for MK1. Right?
Strange Marvel Theory. I don't think that's the reason he transitioned.
Yeah. The gun characters are kind of lame for the Mortal Kombat. Chuck Norris or Bruce Lee. That would be amazing. But yeah, that's a perfect example, Sean. If they got Bruce Lee, if the family that takes care of his image got him in a video game, there's no way they'd want him fatality.
You know who would make a great character? Jackie Chan.
We have a character.
I barely
like
want to see his movies. I don't want to see him in my video games.
well, I mean, they can make a start with just like putting in a lot of the original characters. Like, aren't they missing a bunch of like the original characters from the game now?
Well, this is supposed to be a reboot to the series.
Yeah, so they could bring. It's not Mortal Kombat Kids. It's the going back to like this is the old Jax, the first Scorpion. But
Well, then I mean, we're talking like maybe the first 2-3 games worth of characters.
It looks
you know?
great.
yeah, different version of it. Yeah. The one thing that does sound cool is that even the guest character, like the cameo characters, they say it's just one button press to do a combo, so it's not overly complicated to bring them in.
And plus, as well, like some of the guest characters will be on the main roster as well.
Have they ever had Chong Li from Bloodsport in the movie in this game?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
That'd be a good one.
Chong Li.
This
Yeah,
background
right.
look. This
Or
background
Jackson,
looks more
you know.
vibrant.
Yeah. Or Booger, yeah.
Jackson. I love that movie, man.
Sure, that was a big movie when I was growing up.
Striker and Sonya Blade.
Yeah. So I'm still excited for the game, but I wanted to see something I haven't really seen before. You've actually even already seen that type of thing in the previous
Oh, there's
Mortal
only so
Kombat game
much you can
storylines.
do with innovating Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you do it with these fighter games? How do you innovate them?
definitely
New
with the next gen systems, the graphics.
Graphics and new characters, right?
Well,
I do think tag team when a series has gone long enough, a tag team entry makes it kind of refreshing, like a full tag team on.
yeah, but that's been done over and over.
Over and over again, yeah.
It's, I say
What
it's
is
rare
it? Street Fighter. Oh,
Yeah.
Street Fighter, X-Men, all the whole Street
Marvel
Fighter
versus-
that
versus
Marvel
Marvel.
versus, yeah. I would love Soul Calibur to do a
Tekken
tag team
did
too.
it.
Yeah,
Second, yeah.
What's the other game? Dead or Alive did it.
yeah.
Naruto did it. That was a three.
A 3v3.
But yeah, 3v3.
I think he did it as well. Power Rangers Battle for the Grid has done it. Fighters, Dragon Ball Fighters have done it as well.
Yeah, so I don't think that's gonna take a game to the next level just by adding tag team.
Yeah.
It will for me. As a guy, can I ask what I want? That's what I really want. And I think once you get it, there's going to be some people that are like, well, why can't we
But
have a
we'll
tag
say-
team?
But we'll
Yeah.
say this, right? When it comes down to the gameplay, they've gone back to the old MKX style, which was Breaker, what's it called? X-Ray and all of that. They've gone back to that style instead of having it two bars.
Kelly.
Instead of MK11.
Mhm.
So it won't play like MK11 whatsoever, guys.
Okay. The capability to give us everything has been created, so now we are bored. Kelly. Oh my goodness. Dogs.
Well, so my big purchases for today were two big purchases. One, I am going to get those Apple goggle things, and I'm going to get that PS5 with the handheld thing.
Oh, cool.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, you're gonna get the handheld thing?
I'm
I
getting
love
it.
the idea of a handheld
He
thing.
likes it. He likes it. What's the big deal?
No,
Yeah, the look on your face, Saladia, your look of disgust at me. Come on.
it's 4 hours you only get to play on it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
want to play video games for more than 4 hours at a
Yeah,
time,
The,
bro.
some
the
people
Switch
have
is what,
Switch.
2 hours?
That's perfect for some people. I'm happy he's interested in it.
You know,
Oh,
so
I'm really looking forward to it.
my friend,
I
he'll
thought-
sit there and play Pokemon for 13 hours. I'm like, ugh.
I thought you might get.
13 hours.
Yep, on his Switch.
God damn.
I play one game. I play a mobile game on my iPad mini. Okay. That's the only gaming I do. And I love the idea of just playing on a small device in my hands like that. I just didn't care for the Switch for some reason because of the capabilities. But if it's a fully capable PS5 level thing in a handheld form factor like the iPad
Steam
mini,
Deck.
that's right up my alley. Sorry, what?
Cool.
Steam Deck.
Oh, okay. I'm
Steam
not
Deck.
familiar.
My
Definitely.
roommate has one. It's
Steam
pretty
Deck
good.
is like $600.
Yeah, but they're badass.
Well, so this is going to be better than, but that's going to PS5 is going to be better than that, right? It's going to have more stuff available for it.
We'll have to see when it comes out.
Well, the PlayStation, I love my Xbox. I love the community on there and
Me too.
in a lot of the achievements and Game Pass. But PlayStation, if you're gonna buy a platform, they do have a lot of good exclusives right now, and even more so than I think Nintendo and Microsoft are a little bit slacking on the first party games. You know,
Nintendo's always slacked on first party games.
yeah, they're just usually re-releasing old stuff, except for the new Zelda and stuff. You know, but Sony's consistently bringing some first party games. Game Pass to me is superior service.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but
I'm using it right now.
And when the Series X first came out, it was amazing. You got Halo and you got Forza Horizon 5 right on Game Pass. It's just they haven't really released anything since. You know, there's some
Car Mechanic Simulator. It's badass.
Mhm.
It makes Brian furious.
That's right.
He's already quit his video game job twice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm playing Madden now.
Yeah, Krause, I get what it is, brother. I mean, I like that. It's fine. I just don't want to. I prefer playing on a handheld device, and it'll have the capabilities of a PS5. I know I have to have a PS5 and all that kind of thing, but that appeals to me.
But
But
yeah,
no, I know what you're saying, because it's like when you got the PSP, like the quality lagged way behind than what was out at the time for a console. You know, it's like comparing Game Boy graphics. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Nintendo's not one to innovate when it comes to graphics.
Nah, thanks to the Wii. Oh damn!
The Wii ruined it. A lot of games.
I love the Wii, though. That's my favorite Nintendo system.
It has so much junkware.
No.
Yes.
The Wii U.
Everybody rushed out games to take advantage of motion controls, and they were all trash. Third-party games were trash.
There's some good games on there.
Yeah, some.
But
What, Toddy? What?
no, I was gonna say that the Wii U was worse than the Wii. I'm just put it out
Oh, I love the Wii U. It's great, especially my modded Wii U. I could play GameCube games on there. Freaking Nintendo, get with the times, bros.
Black
funny that
Market modded Wii U.
The
What's
Switch
that?
and the Wii U have the same graphics.
You modded it on the black market, Max. You went underground.
Yeah, I want to play GameCube. It has everything on it. It has like every Nintendo era system on one system. You could even play DS games.
Did they actually had they added streaming services to the Switch yet?
Probably, but it's like your other devices probably stream better than the Switch. You know, directly to like even TVs have all the apps on it now, so I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, the Apple Vision.
The Apple Vision thing to me, if it can truly replace a TV for me, then it's worth the money, in my opinion. My TV is old at this point. I need to upgrade anyway. So I look at it as I'm getting a cool device, and if I get something that can replace my TV, it interests me quite a bit.
Okay. If they have some type of agreement with movie theaters too, where you can see movies earlier. I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work. Callie, get over here. Callie. All right, maybe we should should we wrap it up soon? I apologize, everyone. I was slacking today. I'll be back on track tomorrow. And Saturday is Bruce's first appreciation stream.
Yes.
Oh no! Watch your caps lock. CJH is here.
Yeah.
I didn't
He's
even
like
notice.
those aliens in Las Vegas. He's just sneaking in.
Yeah, he's just sneaking in.
How's it going, man? Is the fire stuff is it calming down a little bit?
I guess. Sure.
Sure.
I
Okay,
haven't
good.
really- it's-
I will say there
last
is
I saw
more
it,
games
it was fine.
that came out for the Wii that should have came out for every other console. I don't know if you guys ever played Tatsunoko versus Capcom.
Yeah.
I love that game, but Wii controls suck for it.
Of course, it does.
I love motion control.
What do you mean? You could break a lampshade with it.
Not if you put your little, your little wrist thing on there.
It
Well,
depends on your height.
Well, the first day I got it, I gave my friend's son a black eye because he went behind me when I was bowling.
Oh,
Yeah, you're kind of yes.
Yeah, I am.
Jar Jar Binks says, "What do you think of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth?"
It looks good for what it is. I'm not like a huge Final Fantasy fan, but I like that it's more action. Okay, so go ahead, Talai.
So before we end the stream, guys, subscribe.
Yeah.
Leave a comment down below what topics we discussed from myself, Christopher, and Walter, what we discussed, and even with Crazy Joe and his antics. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. We would love to hear your thoughts on the stream. Do you think I did a good job as a host? As a temporary host while Max
You did a bang up job, buddy. It was a bang up job, buddy.
So sign off in the comment section below because we would love to hear your
Well,
opinion.
who's actually taking over MMA?
Who's taking over me? Stelladia?
Yeah.
Are you too?
Okay.
But yeah, just give us some feedback. We love your feedback. We like to listen to your comments. So
from what I'm hearing, Crazy Joe, maybe a little bit less feedback. Just pull back. I got to see what he did. I know what it's about though. Oh boy. All right.
This is what happens when the inmates get the keys to the jail.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks, Figure Drawing, and we also thanks for Brucifer for the 5 gifted as well from earlier.
Oh, you gifted memberships. Thank you, Brucifer. I appreciate that.
I had to do something to keep interest going.
Oh, okay. Oh, Sonic Superstars look cool.
Yes,
that was a good one. All right. Well, we'll be back tomorrow. I will not be.
Your live reaction has been taken down apparently.
What?
No, it's blocked in Canada.
Oh.
Yeah, it's blocked here. I can't see either the live reaction that we did.
Oh, okay.
What live reaction?
Earlier stream.
Really?
Universal blocked it.
Yeah. Well, we had fun. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Thanks, Claudia. Thank you, Bruce, for Voltaire, CGH, Brian. We'll see you tomorrow.
I watched Me, Myself, and Irene.
You watched that? Okay, cool. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.